Hey team, what's up? I decided to make a quick little training video for the newest brand partner on the team. Just want to say welcome if you're new to this business. And to introduce myself, my name's Zach Babiars. Alright, I've been in this a year now, so I've got a little bit of experience. I can kind of show you guys what to do and what not to do in order to become successful in this business. So the first thing I want to have you do, very important, I have all the newest brand partners do this, is make your list. Make a physical list, write it out. Type it out in Excel. You want this list. This is your tool. This is something you're going to use a lot in this business. And the first thing you do is write out all the names. So 50 to 100 names. People on your Facebook, go through your phone book, go through anything you have that has a list of names and put them on this main list. And with that, you're going to have something to refer back to. Okay? And with your list, here's what you want to do. You want to put a status. So you can put whether you've talked to them, you haven't talked to them, or they're thinking about it, they're interested, or they're on the fence, like maybe, or they said no. But you have to remember, no it's never no. It just means not yet. Okay, it just means not now. Because some people who said no in the beginning might come back once they see some success with this and want to get on board with what you're doing. So that's important. And it's hard to keep all those names in your head, so you want to write them out. All right. So with your list, another thing I want to have you do is write out the reason why you think they would want to do this. Alright, when you write out the reason why you think one of your friends why you want to do this, it gives you leverage. It gives you an idea of what to talk about when you're inviting them. Because if let's say they hate their job, they hate their boss, they're not making enough money or something like that, you write out the reason why you think they would want to do Vimla, so you can talk about that and fill one of their needs with this product or opportunity or service. So that's really important. Okay, and with the next thing with your list is you want to write out the date that you want to talk to them by. Okay, because some days not a day. Write out a day where, you know, whatever, if it's February, write out February 20th, I'm going to talk to Mike. All right, I'm going to call him up, or I'm going to talk to him in person, hang out with him, something like that. All right, that's important. And when you're talking to people, I'll get into that in a second, the invitation and approach, you want to keep it personal. You want to be doing it over the phone, face-to-face, or on Skype. You don't want to be doing mass texting, mass messages, mass Facebook messages. Stay away from that. And you want to keep it as personal as possible. Like it's an exclusive opportunity that they need to hear about. So that's important. That takes me into the approach and the invitation. Now this is very critical, and this is a skill you build. All right. Obviously, when you first get started, you're not going to be the best at approaching people. You might fail a couple times. You might mess up. That's fine. Everyone does that. It's happened to me. It happens to a lot of people because you got to get it down. You got to get the approach and the invite down to where every time you do it, people are going to want to come hear about this opportunity. So your objective is not to explain everything to that person. You're not trying to explain everything, all the details, the compensation plan, what a cycle is, blah, 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 blah. Let the leader do that. Let someone who has experience, someone who has a success story and credibility to go and explain everything to your friends for you. So you kind of want your upline leaders to do this thing for you. It's kind of like leverage. This is the whole point. Think of it like this. You have a flat tire and you're trying to change your tire. Now, which one's easier? Getting a tire jack and jacking up your car and then changing the tire? Or trying to lift up the car yourself and have someone change the tire? All right? That's the difference between this. It's leverage. All right? You're leveraging your upline to help explain this to your friends for you. And you're going to move a lot quicker if you do it that way. So with the invitation, keep it simple. Here's what you want to do. You want to keep it simple. You want to show that you're excited, because excitement breeds excitement. All right, and then also you just want to not explain everything, like I said. So keep it simple, act excited, don't explain everything, and just get their attention, get them curious, get them interested. And your main objective is to get to your friend to come hear from another upline leader, someone who has a success story. That's your main objective. Okay, and then with the invitation, what you want to do is you want to clear the schedule. This is very important, clearing the schedule so they have no excuse not to come or not to get on a call. So when you clear the schedule, you ask them, what are they doing? What are you doing tonight at 7, dude? Hey, what are you doing tonight at 8 or tomorrow at 9? Or what are you doing then? If they say nothing, then you just clear the schedule, so they have no excuse not to show up or hear about it or something like that. So you clear the schedule, and then the first thing you want to talk about is your excitement. So hey man, I'm really excited. I just got involved in this business, really, really pumped up about it. I'm working with this guy, blank, whoever your upline leader is. He's making blank, like 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 a month, and he's teaching me everything he knows. And we're teaming up, we're about to blow this thing up here, because no one knows about this yet. Okay? And you want to keep it something along the lines of that. You don't want to follow that like format exactly. You don't want to sound like a robot. You want to be yourself. You don't want to be Mr. Salesman, anything like that. Just be yourself. and be genuine with people you're talking to. You genuinely want to help the newest person get involved with this and become successful, because your success is based off of theirs. So you want to show that, because people can tell when they can kind of read you. When you're talking to them or inviting them or something like that, they can kind of read which direction you're going or what your intentions are. So yeah, just be yourself, clear the schedule, act excited, and basically just invite them to come hear from an upline leader. You know, and if they say no, they're busy, ask them maybe another night. What are you doing on Thursday? What are you doing the next night? All right. Basically, you just want to get them to hear from an upline leader. That's all your main objective is. And it really, the approach, it's very important that you make sure when you're approaching someone, it really depends on the situation. Okay, if you're at a party, there's a lot of people around, and it's not the best time to invite someone or explain to someone or talk to someone about this. You gotta kind of have that in your own judgment, what you think would be the best time. Maybe wait until they get by themselves, or wait until you can talk to them another time and before you invite them. All right, you kind of have to gear that to your own judgment and what you think is the best opportunity to talk to them about this. All right, and the next thing it's going to bring me into is staying connected. This is very, very important that you stay connected if you want to be successful in this. Okay, you need to stay connected with your upline and your downline. So especially when you're getting started, stay connected with your upline. That means hit up, call them up, whatever, message them on Facebook, ask them questions, learn as much as you can, because they're here to help you. They're here to coach you, put us to work. So find out who your upline leaders are and get connected with them, talk to them whenever they're free. Hopefully they can help you at the time. If not, talk to another upline leader. So you want to have at least 3 upline leaders that you can talk to whenever, because they're not always going to be free. One of them might be, one of them might not be. So make sure you're staying connected, especially when you're getting started with your upline, and use them for home events, use them for questions, everything. That's very important. And also your downline. So once you start building your team, you start getting this thing going, you get 5, 6, 7 people, it's starting to grow. You want to make sure your downline's on the same page as you. So make sure, obviously, they're trained, they're connected, and they're working this thing just like you are, and you're all working together. It's a team aspect. Make sure you're all working together. So stay connected with your downline and upline. All right, and then once your downline starts to get big, it starts to grow, it helps to call them up, ask them how they're doing. Ask them questions. See how everything's going for them, if they need help or anything like that. So stay connected with them. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is the website. So you're just getting started, you just get your website, you get a back office, that's what it's called. I would definitely go through that, familiarize yourself with the back office. I mean, it's pretty laid out, simple enough where you can figure it out, where you have your account, you have how to enroll people. So learn how to enroll someone, obviously, so that way you can start building your business. There's a couple different ways you can do it. You can either send people your direct website link, or you can log into your account and you can go to your genealogy and you can enroll new brand partners from there. But make sure they're on auto delivery, and make sure they're a brand partner if they want to do the business. Okay, so that's important. And with that, you get your own website. So make sure you have a picture there, and it looks like a normal website that you can send to your friends, and it looks it looks well done. All right, and then from there, I want to get into haters. Okay, they're definitely going to run into a few haters. This happens. All right, this is normal. There's a book I read. It's called 10X, and one of the chapters is called "A Criticism is a Sign of Success." So if you're starting to get criticized on this thing, don't get discouraged. Don't let those people bring you down. Just recognize that, hey, you're doing something different, and you're doing something that's growing you as a person and leading you closer to success. So stay positive and keep going. Don't get discouraged. Another acronym I like to have for haters is having anger towards everyone reaching success. That's all that is. Okay, they're uncomfortable with you doing something different. They want to pull you back down to their level and keep you where they're at, where they feel comfortable, because they're afraid that you might succeed. You might actually make this work, and they're afraid of how that looks like on them and their peer, if you're in their peer group or their social circle. So haters, don't mind them. Okay, you got to look at their financial situation. All right, if the people telling you this is not going to work, it's dumb, it's a pyramid, it's a scam, blah 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 blah, if they're telling you this stuff and they're making $8, $9, $10 an hour, why would you take financial advice from them? That makes no sense. All right, you want to take financial advice from people that have the results that you want in your life. All right, that's why a lot of us are following people like Alex Morton, Brad Alcazan, the high income earners in this company, because they know what they're doing. They have the results we want, so we're going to follow and mimic and copy what they're doing so we can duplicate success, if that makes sense. So don't let haters bother you. Expect that you're going to have a few. use it as motivation, use it as fuel to the fire, and use it to make you work even harder and prove them wrong, okay? So don't let that get to you. And that leads me into discipline. So this is very important. You have to realize you're not an employee anymore. You're a business owner, a sole proprietor. You are the boss. You have a boss telling you what to do, giving you assignments, or giving you orders or anything like that. So you have to have the self-discipline. You have to discipline yourself to work. You know, whether it's waking up a little earlier, calling a few more people, or practicing your presentation, your invite, staying connected, cold market, wall market, whatever it is, you have to make sure you're doing the things and taking the steps needed to get you to the goals you want to accomplish. So discipline, very important. Try to discipline yourself, have some self-discipline, self-motivation to get the work done that needs to be done, okay? And then the next thing that's going to lead me into is teach to teach. So what's really important is you can go out and you can enroll 50 new people tomorrow. All right, now if you don't train any of them, you don't teach them what to do, you might get a little bit of money in the short term, but they're probably all going to quit and you're not going to make any money and your team's going to fall apart. You don't want that to happen. It's very important that you teach people and train them on what to do. So training is actually more important than enrolling. All right, and that's going to help you build this in the long run. So training people, teach them, and then teach them to teach their people. So a good idea would be to show them this video when they first get on board, and then they can show this video to their friends and so on and so forth. And I'm going to come out with a series of videos that touch on different topics, but this is just a basic one, just going over some basic tips when you first get enrolled and you first get started. So yeah, it's very important. And that leads me into the last topic I want to talk about is goals. Now, goals is really, really, really important. We stress goals a lot, especially because it's your own business. You have to know where you're going and what you're doing. Okay, for example, let's say you don't have any goals right now. That's kind of like getting into a car and driving and not having a destination. You're just driving around in circles. Like, why would you do that? Why would you get into a car, start driving somewhere, and not know where you're going? That doesn't make any sense. So why would you start a business and not have any goals or direction of where you're going? Okay, so that's why I tell people it's very important to make their goals, write them out. My suggestion is a 30, 60, 90-day goals list, and have them somewhere you can see them. You know, place them on the wall, place them somewhere in your notebook, your phone, or something, somewhere where you can look at them every day and constantly remind yourself of what you're aiming for, what your goals are, and what you're doing that day to take you a step closer to those goals. So goals are very important, and for the short term and long term in this business. Next thing I want to talk about is your why. This is probably more important than goals, is why are you doing this? You have to have a strong why, because this is going to motivate you through anything. So it's going to motivate you through people hating on it, people discouraging you, people saying no, when you're doubting yourself. It's going to keep motivating you, keep pushing you to work towards your goals and make this happen, because if you have a strong reason why you need this to work, you have to realize that if you don't make this work, that reason why is not going to come true, and you're not going to get that. So whatever it is, find out that reason. You know, you want to retire your parents, travel the world, make some good money, live financially free, have that time freedom. Whatever it is, find out your reason why, because that's going to motivate you for anything. Write it down. And for me, I have a whole laundry list, a huge list of things why, but I just look at that list all the time, and that motivates me even more. So, I mean, those are the basic things I want to talk about with you guys. But, you know, when it comes to the compensation plan, how you get paid, all that stuff, I'm just going to briefly go over that. I'm going to make other videos for that topic. But basically, you get paid every week. Every Thursday, the payments go out. And you can do direct deposit, you can do check in the mail. There's 9 different bonuses. And the first 3 bonuses you're going to deal with that really, when you first get started, is the cycle bonus. That's number 1. That's that long-term income. The fast start bonus, that's that short-term income. And then when you start with the silver pack, there's the frenzy bonus. When you get 3 people in 1 cycle week to get on a silver pack that you've personally enrolled, you make a $400 frenzy bonus. Okay, and you get $100 for each person who purchases a silver pack. So it's around $700. So a lot of people are doing that because they make the money back the fastest. So that's a basic trading video. I just wanted to share with you guys some tips on what to know when you first get started. And hopefully this has been a good help for you and get you guys started off on the right foot. All right, thanks.